things just keep coming out about George Santos, who is now a Republican congressman. This one might be, if not the most wild, the most absurd, okay? Now, I can't say that. They're all absurd. He's lied about everything. But very absurd, to say the least. Here being reported from CNBC. Take a look at this. This is wild. We were duped. How George Santos raised money from wealthy GOP donors while lying about his resume, and what his team did was pretend to be Kevin McCarthy's chief of staff, reach out to wealthy donors, pretending to be the chief of staff of Kevin McCarthy, to raise money. That is wild. Here from CNBC again. A member of George Santos' political team had a plan to raise money for the Republican congressman's campaign, impersonate the chief of staff of now House Speaker Kevin McCarthy. Wealthy donors received calls and emails from a man who said he was Dan Meyer, McCarthy's chief of staff, during the 2020 and 2022 election cycles. According to people familiar with the matter, his name was actually Sam Miele, something. And he worked for Santos raising money for his campaign, according to one GOP donor who contributed to Santos's campaign. This financier and some others in this story declined to be named in order to speak freely about private discussions. The impersonation of the top House Republicans' chief of staff adds to an emerging picture of a winning congressional campaign propelled by fabrications and questionable tactics. Santos now finds himself in the sights of investigators and in danger of losing his political career even after he's been sworn into office. In raising money for his campaign, Santos fed donors the same falsehoods he gave voters, campaign fundraisers, and others say. We were duped, said a Republican political strategist close to GOP donors and the leadership of the Republican Jewish Coalition. The group banned Santos from future events after the revelation that the congressman falsely claimed to be Jewish. So we're going to look at a little bit more from this, but Santos's staffer would reach out to people, as I already said, but just to get this through my own head, and pretend to be the chief of staff of Kevin McCarthy. Hey, we're looking to raise money for Santos's campaign, would get donations because of that. That is wild. And is that legal? That is really crazy stuff. Last part, the lies and embellishments helped Santos and his allies raise nearly $3 million for his winning 2022 campaign to represent New York's 3rd District. Quote, a person who misrepresented themselves as speaking on behalf of a candidate in order to raise money may have committed a criminal violation, and any other person who knowingly and willfully participated in the plan could also face criminal charges. This is out of a movie, okay? And you almost picture Santos' staffer putting on a mustache and some fake glasses and going to a meeting to fundraise and saying, oh, I am the chief of staff of Kevin McCarthy. Sure. Give us money. It is really devastating now that this is all coming out for George Santos. So many different investigations now opening up or seeming to about to be opened up into his possible criminal activity, both in the United States and in Brazil. And he will go down as one of the most incredibly, I would say, clumsy and pathological liars we've seen in American politics. It is incredible.